Aloha, friends. So I was waiting to go live because I was hoping Madam Onça would join me, but she is MIA currently. So hopefully she'll join us later. Until then, I guess I'll just fly solo. Let me get my phone up and running here. Are you going to wake up, phone? Oh, and now I'm, of course, having phone issues. It's just one of those days, isn't it? So today we are going to be talking about the World Spirit Tarot. I have the second edition. Madam Onça has been talking about putting out a third edition for a little while, but I have not heard anything else about it. So that was one thing I was hoping to ask her about while she was here. Let me say hello to everybody. How about we start there? First one in was Betsy Palmer. Hello, friend. Antoinette, welcome. Oh, she's cooking. Let's see, Jamie Kelly came in twice as Jamie Kelly and Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. And then we got Tarot Stash. Hello, Gerald. And Patrice, welcome. Scrolling. Oh, Blue Crescent Tarot. Hi, Deanne. Hello, Tomorrow's Jen. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, I think I got, oh, Lori. Hi, Lori and Selkie. Oh, thank you guys for coming. As I was telling everyone, hopefully Madam Onça will join us. I'm not sure what's going on. I have not heard from her in probably at least a week, maybe two. So hopefully everything's okay with her and she'll join us later. So since I am flying solo, I guess we'll just do, well, I pulled out some cards to talk to her about. And then, I wasn't going to go through the whole deck because interviews, you only get so much time. I like picking about 10 cards to really go in depth with. And so what we can do is we can go through the cards I picked. I'll put them aside in case she does show up and we can talk to her at least about a few of them. And yeah, let's just do a quick little run through of the deck. It's not too late to do readings with a Star Wars deck, says Betsy. I love that. Okay, so the one I was going to ask her, first one I was going to ask her about is this tower, because this tower card is amazing because for me, I don't know if you see it, but it's like I have fallen from the tower and this is what I see as I'm falling. So that just makes it so, I don't know, it's just very profound for me. And then, we have the Three of Swords, which is interesting. Yeah, may the fourth be with you, everybody. This Three of Swords is interesting because instead of like the swords going through a heart, it's a, you can see it's a proclamation of some kind with sigils and stuff. And the guy who saw it, it's obviously causing him heartbreak to see that. So I'm not sure what that is. That was another thing I was going to ask her about. And then in a mirror, you can see someone kind of watching the scene. Very interesting card. We have the Ten of Swords, which in this, I was going to ask her if it's a scene from Egyptian mythology, because it looks like Set killing Osiris, and then off in the background is Isis running up. So it's a pretty brutal Ten of Swords, really. I love this Fool card because it's a female Fool, And instead of being on a cliff edge, she's literally about to step off a roof while the dog is like pulling at her. Please don't pay attention to the birds. Pay attention to your feet. Jamie asks, have I connected more with the deck since getting it? I have, actually. I've used it a few times. And at first I thought the artwork was going to be too dark for me. But I realized that when you only have like, 3 cards laid out, yes, there's certain cards that are really dark, but not all of them are. And I think the darkness really is just that black border around it all. Like, look at that. Like this 4 of Pentacles, you don't get the typical king holding his pentacles. You get these 4 different people bringing their jugs, and the jugs are the pentacles, and they're trying to get water. So that's an interesting take on the 4 of Pentacles. These are the backs, I forgot to mention. So obviously these are not reversible. I mean, you could read reversals with whatever if you do that, but I find that if the back of the deck is not reversible, I tend not to use reversals with that deck. So I say my decks are either reversible or non-reversible. So this 7 of Pentacles popped out for me during our sit with me on Sunday, and it's amazing because it took me a second to realize, but I'm pretty sure it's Kunonos there, right? Walking among the fields. So it's like the god of growing things. Pretty cool. High Priestess. We were just watching Madam Onça on her channel talking about the 8s. Oh. Yeah, she's quite the character. I'm kind of disappointed that she's not here, but hopefully she will join us. We've only been on for like almost 8 minutes. So fingers crossed, knock on wood. Hopefully she'll join us. So here is the, trimmed and edged in black. I'm sure it'd probably be amazing. So here we have the High Priestess, which instead of black and white pillars, we got black and white trees here. Right? And she's standing outside in a stone circle. And the thing I find interesting is actually her shadow, right? Her shadow is twisted, which is interesting. So does that mean she's in the middle of a dance, maybe? Then here we have the Magician. He not only has the typical suit bits, you got, so he's juggling the wand, the cup, the sword, the coin, but then he also has all these other magical workings, like you got food and drink, and then you got like potions and sigils on the wall. That's pretty cool. Then this Justice, I was going to ask her about the Justice because unlike most Justice cards, the scales here are not balanced. One is heavier than the other. So I was wondering if that was a commentary on, justice being weighed a certain way. The poor get one kind of justice and the rich get a different kind of justice. At least that's kind of how I interpreted it when I saw it. So then also you got like the flame of truth on the book, which is interesting. So yeah. Why does he look like the fool to me, says Betsy. That must have been thank you guys. Yeah, Betsy says the magician looks like the fool to her. And Dion says the magician's legs are like the typical hanged man. You're right. Yeah, I can see that. Judgment's interesting because we have Anubis here, right? Feather of truth in one hand, and I guess someone's clay body in the other. And then under him, we have the dead, the land of the dead, probably. So this is interesting here because here we have strength, right? The thing that really jumped out at me is that little glowing rodent that she's holding, because you see that little, oh, and then there's the snake in the tree too, which is interesting. Because that little glowing rodent you see here in the Four of Cups. So that's just, I was looking, I didn't see any other little glowing rodents, but I don't know. Have you? It's actually, Antoinette, it's a good random mix of things. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles is Chrononos. Mm. Where did I put that? There's a lot of Egyptian themes in here, though, but she is a belly dancer, so I guess let's just keep going through the cards. And then if we don't have a guest, I'll just do some readings for you guys. So here we have the Two of Swords, which is interesting because we have the guy standing on two cliffs. He obviously came from that town way below. And he's using the swords to balance. And there's a little bunny going, dude, what are you doing? But that's pretty cool. And here's the Death card. I forget that phoenix rising from the funeral pyre, right? And then you actually do get a little death figure down there, which is interesting. The death figure is with the mourners. I love that phoenix. It's pretty cool. He's about to split hairs. Oh, that's funny, Antoinette. So I think it's either a mouse or a rat in the Strength and Four of Cups. I haven't seen any other indication of that little glowing rodent, so I wanted to ask Madam Onça what that's all about. The Three of Pentacles is pretty cool because they're still in the planning stages, right? It's almost like he's choosing whether or not the work is good enough, or if she has to go back to the drawing board, which is behind her. But Deanne, you want to know about the Hanged Man? Well, look, it's blue. He's blue. Da da dee da da. Sorry, 80s songs popping into, or 90s songs popping into my head. It's very interesting how he's holding. Oh, I guess those are feathers. When I first saw it, I thought they were fish. But is that a pool? Well, it's a pool. His hair is in the pool. I love that sky, that twilight sky, though. Krishna is always blue, that's true. Good observation, Betsy. Oh my God, I started everyone off with the blue song. I love it. So, Five of Wands, we only have two guys. They each have a wand, so that's four, and then I guess that's supposed to be a broken one at their feet. So that gives me very much like a Brazilian kind of capoeira vibe, doesn't it? And then here in the Hierophant, we have, it looks very Mesoamerican. So the cool thing about this deck is it was inclusive and diverse before anybody else did it. Here we have the Emperor actually doing, well, I don't know. Is he doing work? He's standing on the balcony overseeing his empire. Oh, hi, Neem. Welcome. Four of Swords is interesting because she has a crutch there. But she's resting, being restful. And I love how 3 of the swords are actually stained glass. That's pretty cool. It's a very intriguing star. She has a star for hair. So she has a different system of naming the courts. So now I'm just getting random cards at this point. This is the Sibyl of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. What is it? Seer, Seeker, Sibyl, Sage, I think are the breakdown. And here we have the Chariot. It's very, it's interesting because it's like grasslands behind, right? African savanna. And then you get these like zebra water horses, and there's water around them, but what? If we had time, I would have been to ask her about that as well, because it's like, are these guys in a river going through a savanna, or do they create their own water to swim wherever they wish? Krispy Kreme. Wait, am I missing something here? Why does Neem suddenly want Krispy Kreme? And it's all Betsy's fault? Okay, I gotta scroll back. I'm so confused. Show us the lover card. That's what Creatrix wants. Okay, well, let me find the lover's card. It's in here. Yeah, if there's any specific cards anybody wants to see, just let me know. I mean, my deck is shuffled, other than the few things I pulled out, but that should be okay for me to be able to just do a quick hunt. Not a big deal. Let's see. I know the lovers were right here. Watch, they're going to be at the very back, right? The very end. I think they really are going to be the very last card. Okay. Oh no, almost the last card. So for Patrice, because I know she loves this lover's card. There we go. I love that it's inclusive And the figures are rather androgynous. Could be male or female, or neither, or both. And then we have, what is that? Is that Frida and Pan, and then two little cherubs. But they look almost like fairies because they got fairy wings instead of angel wings. But you get the roses and the lilies in there. Antoinette, I think I already showed Death, but I will find the Hermit for you. Let me see. Where did Death go? Oh, hi, little miss. You want to be on screen? Don't walk all over my cards. You are such a cat. Okay, now you're just messing things up. There we go. So Antoinette, here's the Death card. And then the Hermit. We might need to wait and, well, let me just grab the Hermit. And then I think since it's already 20 after, we should just do some reading. Might as well, let's work this deck. And that sounded so wrong the second I said it. Let's work this deck. This is probably one of my favorite Hermits. I shared this Hermit during Hermit Week, I believe. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys are funny. So, okay, I got the Krispy Kreme story from Neem. And it was because months ago, Betsy told Jamie that it was okay to eat while she was healing. And then Essence, Neem, took that as a sign to get herself some Krispy Kremes because it would help Jamie's healing. Oh my God, that's hysterical. That is hysterical. So Maui is, you're preparing your runaway bag and you may end up in Hawaii. Well, you're always welcome, Neem. Come out. You might die from the heat, but I love it. Betsy loves it. Neither one of us ever want to move away. So there's that. Yeah, it's definitely really, it's warm today. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want anyone feeling jealous or nothing. Okay, well, let's switch gears and let's shuffle. I believe Betsy wanted who wanted? Jamie wanted a general. Debbie wants a general. Oh, Debbie's first. Okay. Oh, now Gerald has to go get some donuts to support Jamie's healing. I think we should all just go get a donut. And then if all of us get a donut, Jamie will be so healed. It'll be amazing. Let's start with Debbie. Of course, you know, I'm going to have to go get a vegan donut because I can't eat regular donuts because of the dairy content. But there's Whole Foods has some pretty good vegan donuts. And then there's a local place that has supposedly incredible vegan donuts. But I find it hard to spend $3 on a donut. Oh, okay. You have a point, Betsy. Betsy had a toasted bagel. That counts because it's round and has a hole. Right? That's the same thing, isn't it? What are you grumpy about, little miss? Jeez. Okay, do not get in a cat fight with yourself right here on the table. Thank you very much. Debbie, Betsy, and Jamie all went generals. Okay. Debbie, let us pull for you. Oh. Okay. So Debbie, I get the first card is a 3 of Cups, followed by Strength, and finished up with the Hanged Man. So your week ahead, there's definitely going to be some reconnecting with old friends. You're going to find moments of inner strength when needed, and mysteries in the universe will open to you as long as you're able to stay still long enough. So this looks like a great week for you. You just got to remember that when you're partying, have the strength to pull away if need be. Oh, did Mindy come in? Hi, Mindy. So, Debbie. Betsy. Ever since I started getting big decks, I've started shuffling them sideways. And now it's like I shuffle everything sideways. It's kind of funny. Yeah, almost lost him. But I didn't. Oh, Mindy. Mindy's calling me a show off because I didn't let my cards drop. You have to remember back in the 90s, I was an avid Magic the Gathering player, and my decks usually had over 100 cards, so I learned right quick how to shuffle massive amounts of cards. Sure, Lydia, you can be added. Okay. Let's see what's general for the week. So do I, Mindy. And a friend of mine got me back into it for a little while. So I have the stuff from the 90s up until Ice Age when I quit. And then I started buying again probably like 8 years ago. And then I bought for a while and I haven't bought any in probably like 2 or 3 years at this point. Oh, okay. So, Betsy, first card I pulled for you is the World. And look, she's looking straight at the dolphin. So that's you and your ocean theme. And then we have the Sibyl of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, followed up by the Six of Swords, which is an interesting Six of Swords because you don't see them actually rowing yet. The people are just getting into the boat. So looks to me like you have the world on your mind, right? You're finishing a cycle, you're completing it. You are the Queen of Pentacles right now, right? Sitting nice, don't really need to worry about much. And yet at the same time, you're constantly thinking about moving on to smoother waters, getting away from your troubles. So this week is going to be very interesting for you, right? Because you're going to be shown that something has completed. You're very well taken care of, and yet you want to run away. Who doesn't want to run away at this point? Who doesn't have cabin fever after a year at home? So I hope that's helpful, Betsy. Next is Jamie Kelly. Sounds like more of the same, says Betsy. Yeah, pretty much. I think you're just being told, keep going to the ocean, right? Keep throwing yourself in the water. As someone else I see is about to go do. My husband just walked by. And what was that? Where's she jumping at? There's another cat going by. Yeah. Oh my God, is there a fight happening in the chat? Mendy and Neem, do I need to put you in your corners? No, Neem, I wasn't saying you need to throw Mindy into the ocean. I'm telling Betsy she needs to throw herself in the ocean, which she does every day anyway. So, okay. Jamie Kelly. Are you leaving? Frank? Huh? You leaving? Yeah. Oh, bye. I guess he didn't want to interrupt, but you know. Oh, Jamie Kelly, this is amazing. So we get the song. Da, 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 da. So your week definitely is going to be happy. And you're going to definitely have the strength to get through it. And I have a feeling that you are going to be helping to nourish others' emotions. Sage of Cups is the equivalent of King of Cups here. So with the Sun, the Strength, and the King of Cups, I see that your week is going to be full of happiness, inner strength, and emotional mastery. Not a bad week. Oh, Betsy, I have to be in that car with Neem if she's here because The two of us together, the three of us together. Oh my, that's going to be a blast. That's going to be a blast. So apparently Neem is picking on Mendy, so Mendy is sending her stuff. Okay. Well, Mendy, I don't think you should come the same time Neem comes, because apparently she wrote down in Sharpie that she has to throw you in the ocean. Okay, Lydia, let's see. Lydia, did you put in a question? Because I don't remember seeing it. I just see you asking to be added to the list, but I do not see a question. If you have a specific question, please put it in. Otherwise, I'll just do what I've been doing and just do a general for the week. Oh my God, Jamie, that would be amazing. Jamie, Neem, and Mindy all together here. Oh, that would be one for the books. That would be one that, like, we probably would have to burn all the photos for. Oh, Neem, I know you don't like the beach, but there's nothing like a Hawaiian beach. Trust me, I've been to a lot of beaches. The closest thing to a Hawaiian beach would probably be a Caribbean beach. I like the Hawaiian beaches a bit better, truthfully. So, still no specific question, Lydia? Okay, well, I'm just going to give you a general for the week then. Because gots to move on. I'm a bit biased when it comes to Caribbean beaches because I half grew up on the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, and that spoiled me. Yeah, I definitely did. Then again, it was black sand beaches, and that black absorbs the heat. I had blisters on the bottom of my feet a few times because I wasn't paying attention. Not good. Okay, so Lydia. Yeah, I still don't see a question, so I'm just going to do a general for you. It looks like you have a lot of decisions to make. I love the Seven of Cups. All the cups are just kind of like floating around her, and there's all these little pixies. Some pretty cool things in those cups, too. But you are definitely conflicted about your choices here, right? Got Seven of Cups, Five of Wands. You have you're thinking. You're trying to do a lot of things. You're not quite sure what you're doing or what direction you're going in. You have multiple ideas that are like conflicting with each other. But in the end, whatever choice you make, it's going to be the right choice for you. So just think of that. Don't think about what the right choice is. Pick the right choice for you. Okay. I hope that helps, Lydia. Sure, Han, I'll adopt you. You can help take care of Apollo. voted off the island. I love that. Oh my God, Neem, that is hysterical. Our posters all over. Have you seen these three? They know these too. All of them must go. I love that. Yeah, and you're right, Jamie. Our bodies would hurt from laughing so hard. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Was that it for readings, I think? Hi, Kristen Louise. Welcome. Oh, Han, yes, thank you. I'm so done with being a teacher right now. And we definitely need a psychologist to teach him to, I don't know, he breaks down daily. So, oh, Debbie's going to come to chaperone. Okay. Oh, okay. I will do a general for Mendy. Yeah, Hen, just become a professional couch surfer, right? You just bounce around. Of course, you're not sleeping on a couch when you come here. I got a futon for you. We have a guest room, and there is a nursing mermaid painted on the wall. Yeah, that was not us that did it either. It was several house owners ago. There was a woman artist who was pregnant, and that was the nursery, which is our guest room now. And so she painted herself and her baby as merfolk on the wall, and it's still there. I think we're the fourth house owner since she painted it, and nobody's painted over it. So, did I skip Neem? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, did I? What? Okay, I'm sorry, Neem. I was looking. You guys have been chatting so much, I can't find it. Oh, right. Will Neem and Mendy be able to coexist? Sorry, I totally forgot about that. I think that you guys actually are the epitome of coexistence because, no matter what, you love each other. And friends that can insult each other are true friends, I gotta say. Oh my God. Okay. So here we go. We got the Empress, which is probably Neem, followed by the High Priestess, which is probably Mendy. And we have our Four of Pentacles. You guys are going to cling to each other. Are you kidding me? You water each other. You help hold each other up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. You two are two sides of the same coin. Mm-hmm. Amen to that. So, yes, you can easily coexist. You do all the time anyway. Yeah. Now, the question is, are you able to travel together? Because that is the test of true friendship. I've had some people who I thought were really good, close friends, and then we went traveling together. And this one woman, I don't think we talked to each other for like maybe a year or two after that last trip. then we finally made amends, but wow. Aloha, Jezebel, welcome. You walk around topless together. I'll have to take you to Little Beach here for Drum Circle Sunday. Yep, you can be completely nude there. So I think the problem with that one that I traveled with is we didn't get separate housing. We rented an apartment together, and I think that's really what did it, because she was like ready to go party, and I had been exhausted from taking the California boards, acupuncture boards, for like 3 times around. You can only take it every 6 months, and they make it so they want people to fail. And I have bad test anxiety to begin with. The way they test is ridiculous. I won't even go into that. So let's go back down, because I think Mindy wanted a reading. Yep. Mindy wants a general. Let the girls free, says Kristen Louise. And Mindy says, nobody wants to see that, Kristen. You'd be surprised. There's people that get nude at Little Beach that I'm like, really? More power to you. You know what, Neem? Instead of going to the beach, we'll just take you to the pool. How about that? That's almost the same, right? Oh, interesting. Okay, Mindy. So your general for the week, we have the Hierophant, followed by the Sibyl of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles, followed up by the Devil. Look at this Devil card. Trying to make sure there's not too much glare. He looked like a rock star. So let's see, your week, you're going to be teaching your children the ways of the world. You are going to be the queen of your castle, and you're going to give in and probably order a deck that you don't need. That's what I see anyway. Oh, you know what we should do, Betsy? We should get a room at the Grand Wailea for just one night, so that we can take Neem to the crazy pools with the lazy river and the slides, and yeah, that's what we should do. Mandy says she's pleading the fifth with that Devil card. Okay. Where we go? There it is. Kristen Louise would like some advice on why she hasn't been able to do tarot for a few weeks. You know what? I don't even need to pull cards for that. I sometimes step away from the cards for a little while. You don't have to do it constantly 24/7. In fact, in my mid-20s, I actually just kind of put all my decks aside and didn't touch them for probably like almost 10 years because I wanted to live life. And actually, it ended up being probably one of the best things I could have done as a reader is to go live life so I could see things in the cards that I probably wasn't seeing before. So, but I will pull some cards, just some advice from the guides about your readings. Oh, hey, Joseph. I didn't see you pop in. So, I'm a cat. So, Chris and Louise, the cards, they're all majors. So obviously you're working through something big right now. You're having a huge life experience or just like a life transformation. First card is Judgment. Second card is the World. And the final card is the Tower, right? So you're judging yourself, thinking that you're not complete and that's what's causing the issue. But that's not what's going on here. You want to know what the Shadow card is? This time I am pulling a Shadow card because it's the Sybil of Wands, the Queen of Wands. What's happening is you're over depleting your fire. Stop depleting your fire so much, right? Because that leads to just kind of like this almost soul exhaustion. You're judging yourself, right? You're not finding what you're doing right, even though it's right for right now. You finished a cycle. So let that percolate, let that ruminate, let that just be, right? And you feel like you're falling from the tower because you're not reading. Maybe you need to fall from the tower, right? Maybe you need to start over and like start from the foundations and rebuild. Maybe it's time to look at your relationship with the tarot a little deeper, right? So, and all that just came pouring out because it wasn't me talking. So obviously you needed to hear those right now. So what I would say is, it's fine. You're okay. You step away for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with stepping away. Like I said, I stepped away from the cards for 10 years. It's probably the best thing I ever did for myself, really. So I hope that's helpful. Oh. Oh, Essence already answered. So Selkie wanted to know if Neem and I were real brother and sister. This is Neem's response. Anyone I refer to as a brother or sister that aren't blood related means that if we stepped away from TarotTube or the online community, our relationship would remain unchanged. And I agree. There's several people in the community that I have that same feeling with. Neem is definitely one of them. That you're soul family, right? Or as we like to say here in Hawaii, you're Ohana. Well, we've got about 5 minutes left. So how about I pull some cards for the collective, what we're all going to be going through for the next week. Oh, that's a very good point, Jezebel. So Some decks take a lifetime to complete. It's true. Like, there's no rush to get to the finish line. It's not a race. Take it in pace. Do it when you're inspired. That's the time to do it, was when you're inspired. Because if you do it when you're not inspired, then you end up getting those cards that you have to keep redoing and redoing and redoing and redoing. So I wonder what happened to Madam Onça. I'll have to get in touch with her and find out. Maybe she just forgot what day it's supposed to be. Oh, Jamie just finished edging a deck. What deck did you edge, Jamie? Wow. Okay, obviously this coming week is going to be big for all of us. First card I pulled was the Lovers, followed by the World, followed by the High Priestess. Wow, okay, so we're obviously going to have choices that are going to complete a cycle and help us understand our mysteries better. This coming week is going to be big for all of us, basically. That's so pretty. This deck is really pretty, I gotta say. Again, 3 majors. You heard me shuffling. I was shuffling. Oh, so Jamie just finished edging the Roar Oracle by MJ, creator of the Crow Tarot. Wow. Very cool. You're right. I need to edge this. It needs to be edged in black for sure. Especially because some of the cards, Jamie's going to freak about that. There's little bits of white in the corners of several of them. So lots of choices this coming week. So I don't know if you guys know, but I just started a new Instagram account, and that is Dailey LLC. I was trying to do all kinds of other things. Dailey LLC was the only one that wasn't taken. Kind of lame, but that's what I went with. So yeah, please come join me on Instagram. I post flyers about my interviews. I post pictures of necklaces I've made. I just posted my first spread, which was the one from Sunday, Sit With Me. And I'm planning on doing other things with my Instagram, but it's mainly going to be, tarot, crystals. I kind of want to also do a little bit of health coaching on there too, but I don't know, I don't want to overwhelm. I don't want to do too much, right, on one. So yeah, come join me. And thank you guys. I will try and go find a black Sharpie. I should, of course, I haven't done edging before, so maybe I should watch a couple. I don't know. I've never done anything to any of my decks. So, Joe's asking if I have a Facebook page. Yes, I do, actually. It is the, my banner's still up. So you see that Jonathan's Tarot? I have a page called Jonathan's Tarot on Facebook. I have too many pages and groups on Facebook, and I can't keep up with them all. So I'm focusing more on the Jonathan's Tarot, and I'm thinking I need to just do create one specifically for Dailey LLC, connecting it, and take all the stuff from all my other pages and groups and shove it in there, because I've got stuff scattered all over the place, and that's not helpful for anybody. And it makes it hard for me to keep up with posting and everything. So okay. I'm saying okay to Jamie. She wants me to call her. Okay, trim before edging. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And before I forget, next week, Lisa de Saint Croix is coming, and we're going to talk about the Tarot de Saint Croix. And this time, I'm going to double check the day before that she remembers to be here, because this is the first time I've ever had a no-show. First time for everything, right? Mwah. Until next time, aloha.